Good evening and welcome inside the Scotiabank Saddledome for tonight's game between the Edmonton Oilers and your Calgary Flames. At this time, we ask you to please rise, remove your hats, and join the singing voice of your Calgary Flames, George Canyon, accompanied by Flames organist Willie Jewson, in the performance of our Canadian national anthem.
The true north, strong and free, from far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, George Canyon and Willie Jewson, and welcome back to the Scotiabank Saddledome.
First round pick is Jacob Pelche. Connor Zary and the Calgary Flames will try to rebound by winning a rookie game rematch with Philip Broberg, Raphael Lavoie, and the Edmonton Oilers. In the Peter Maher Radio broadcast booth, I'm Derek Wills, alongside Peter Labardius and Pat Steinberg. Great to have Tim Khalil and Jeff Mason alongside once again this season as well. We are live on Sportsnet 960 The Fan, on sportsnet.ca/960, on the Flames, NHL, Sportsnet, and Radio Player Canada apps. On your smartphone or smart speaker, just say play Sportsnet 960 and on CalgaryFlames.com. Not much lead up to puck drop as we are underway here in the first period of play at the Saddledome. The Flames once again wearing their red retro jerseys, moving from right to left on your radios in this opening period. The Oilers with their whites moving from left to right. Flames have got off to a great start at Rogers Place at Edmonton on Saturday on the attack early in this one, Lou.
They are on the attack early. They scored those two quick goals in the first 5 minutes, but they didn't like the back half of their game.
Flames had 2-0 and 3-1 leads on Saturday night. Oilers battle back for a 4-3 win. Puck deep of the Flame zone. Here's Jan Kuznetsov. He'll leave it behind, and both teams will start to change 40 seconds into the first period. Here's Ilya Solovyov up the middle, off the blade of Jacob Pelche's stick. He turns it over. Here come the Oilers back the other way, led by Henry Rybinski. He drops, and now Matej Petrov with a shot that skips wide of the Flames net. And they're digging out on the forecheck. Tyler Tullio backs it up to the blue line. Long shot sent to the net by Philip Broberg, but it's off a body and wide to the near corner.
An example right there as he walked the line, how good the skating ability is of Broberg, the former first-rounder.
Flames will lug it out to center. Ilya Nikolaev will dump it in behind the Oilers' net and give chase to Dmitry Zavgorodny, and they're the forecheck for the Flames as well. They dig it out. Nikolaev with a shot, and it's off a skate and wide of the Oilers' net. And now it's scooped up by Philip Berglund, who will lift it up in the air and down the ice, and that'll be an icing call on the Oilers with a minute 33 on a scoreless first period.
Nikolaev did not participate in the game on Saturday in Edmonton. He's a third-round pick in 2019. Split last year between the MHL, which is the top junior league, and the VHL, Derek, which is the second division behind the KHL, combined at 31 points in 58 games.
Face off to the right of Ilya Konovalov, who's the Oilers' starting goaltender tonight. Flames win it. Here's Colton Poolman with a shot that he fires over top of the Oilers' net. Flames will hold it into the forecheck, though. Here's Emilio Pettersson. They'll swing it back to the right point. Pettersson twisting and turning like a top, walks into the slot and shoots and misses high on the short side. Pettersson all over the ice on this shift, has the puck at his stick again. Twist into the far corner and slides it up the far boards to Jeremy Poirier. Backs up to the blue line and shoots. That shot gets through and is kicked away by Konvalov, and the Oilers will relieve the pressure and clear it down the ice.
Pettersson with an excellent shift. Thought he had a quality game Saturday as well, and at this point, the youngster, he's not new to this either.
Flames will flip the puck up the near boards and to the Oilers' blue line. Philip Kemp, who scored the game-tying and game-winning goals on Saturday night, back to get it, and now Drew Englot gets pushed into his own net, which pops off its moorings, and well, to stoppage of play, 2:31 in. In case you're wondering about the lines and pairings, we'll start with the Flames and go from left to right. Pospisil with Zary and Dewar, Peltier with Nikolaev and Zavgorodny, Pettersson with Francis and King, and Siona with Cairns and Huckins. Those are the forwards. The defensemen, Solovyov with Kuznetsov, Poirier with Poolman, Wynot with Morrow, and Wolf is expected to once again go the distance in goal for the Flames. The Oilers win a neutral zone face-off. Here's Kemp. Nice pass up the middle. Stepping in and shooting is Devin Brasseux, and Dustin Wolf makes his best save early.
Good up pass by the Oilers to spring Brasseux loose. He's one of the older players in their roster as he got in between the Flames pairing of Wynot and Morrow, bust in, and Wolf with excellent position at the top of the blue paint to make a good save.
And Brasseux's the oldest player in the game, 26. Spent 4 years at Clarkson University, was the Golden Knights captain in his junior and senior seasons. Here's Siona, the fireboards, and from there, puck gets shot in by Cole Huckins. Flames send 3 forecheckers in. Taking the puck free is Rory Cairns, who rims it around to the far side to Greg Morrow, who didn't play on Saturday, but it's his rookie game debut for the Flames here tonight. The Oilers will break out with it. Here's Johnny Caldas across the Flames line. He leaves the right wing side. Stepping in, Tim Soderlund, a shot. It's off the body and in behind the Flames net. Now Lucas Siona tries to clear but can't. Puck held in by Soderlund. Soderlund falls and his belly pokes it back to the left point where it's picked up by James Hamblin, who was one of the more impressive players for the Oilers in their 4-3 win on Saturday.
Derek, he is on the path to truly play in the league. His progression just keeps getting better and better. He had a huge Western League career in Medicine Hat.
Here's Lavoie, kind of moving into the high slot. His pass sends it bouncing away from Xavier Bourgault. Oilers do hold the puck in at least momentarily, as now the Flames, Morrow will pick it up, but he can't clear it out. It's held in right point by Michael Kesserling. Now Kuznetsov will back it up in behind his net to Morrow. Moves it up the right wing side. Playing it rink wide is Walker Dewar, who scored with the Flames 3 goals on Saturday. And he'll tap the puck up the left wing side to Connor Zary. And they're on the forecheck along with Martin Pospisil. He had one of the Flames 3 goals as well. But Broberg's the guy who comes up with the puck. And former 8th overall pick will lift it up in the air and ahead to Bourgault, who dumps it in behind the Flames net as both teams start to change. I'm not sure shots are accurate, Lou.
No, it says 28-21. I was wondering where you were going with that. I did notice it was up there prior to the game, but still up there.
Here come the Flames across the Oilers line. Nikolaev drops it. Now Peltier leaves it behind, looking for Coltrane Wilson, but the pass is broken up, and the Oilers will clear the puck to the Flames' blue line. Solovyov being chased around by Tyler Tullio. Spins away from him and plays it to Peltier. Dishes it off to Zavgorodny. He steps it and shoots and rips it wide on the short side. And racing in there on the forecheck is Nikolaev. Nikolaev will play it back to the point. Solovyov tries a shot, gets it blocked, gets it back, and now returns the puck to Zavgorodny in the far corner. Zavgorodny trying to leave it down low, but good work along the end boards there by Caldas to knock his man off the puck. And now he'll clear it out to center. Here's Englot, left wing shot over to Ostap Safin, and his shot is right into the outstretched glove of Dustin Wolf, who holds on. And Dustin Wolf giving up 4 goals in the Flames' 4-3 loss to the Oilers in the first rookie game at Rogers Place in Edmonton on Saturday. What were your thoughts on number 32?
Outside of 1 goal, Derek, I thought he performed quite admirably. The last goal might be one that he would have liked to have had back, but in the back half of the game, he was forced to make a number of quality saves.
Led the Western Hockey League in goals against average and save percentage in consecutive seasons from 2018 to 2020. Was the WHL's top goaltender and the CHL goaltender of the year in that 2019-2020 season. won gold with the United States at the World Junior Championships in 2021 and had an outstanding junior career. We'll see how that translates to the pros this season. Here comes King in. Ben King lugging it in behind the Oilers net, moves it up to far boards. And now Pettersson drops it right point. Puck knocked away from Cameron Wynot though, and Flames will have to chase it back to their blue line as the Oilers make a change. Here comes Poirier across the Oilers line now. Poirier dangles in as it chopped off a stick, and Broberg will pick the puck up and bounce it off the far boards, and from there Soderlund softly slides it down the ice. Here's Huckins. His own blue line. He moves it rink wide and up the left wing boards to Cairns. Puck ends up hopping away from him and Siona. And back to Broberg, who saw a lot of ice time on Saturday, and I suspect he will again today. Broberg out at center as it knocked away, but his defense partner, Philip Berglund's there to cover up. He'll pick the puck up and leave it behind for Broberg, who tries to spring Brosseau, but his pass misses, and that turns into an icing call on the Oilers. In goal for the visitors tonight is Ilya Konvalov, his 5th pro season, first in North America following 4 in the KHL. Pretty good numbers last year with Lokomotiv Yaroslavl. Went 9-7-2 with a 2.29 goals against average and a .923 save percentage in 19 games.
The 2019 Rookie of the Year in the KHL.
Yes. Flames with an offensive zone draw. Back to the right point, whipped towards the net, but wide off the stick of Wilson. Flames trying to keep it in, but Dewar gets pinned to the boards by Brosseau. Wiggles his way loose and now picks it up in behind the Oilers net. Throws it in front. Flames had 2 men there, but Dewar couldn't find either of them as the puck gets cleared out by Burns. Now Zeri take over the neutral zone, do some stick handling and slide it right wing side to Dewar. Dewar throws the puck in behind the Oilers net, chases after it, can't come up with it, and now it's picked up by Lebois. He clears it up the near boards, and Kemp will chop it out to center from there. Solovyov takes over and turns back into his own territory. Lebois in hot pursuit of him as Solovyov will skip it out to center ice, up the left wing boards to Zavgaradi, who chips the puck past Kemp, deep into the Oilers zone and gives chase as the Flames are in the middle of making a line change. Taking the puck loose is Caldas. He gives it away to Pelche, who leaves it in the far corner, and now here's Nikolaev again. Nikolaev drops to Kuznetsov, pinching it in the play. Kuznetsov spins and takes the puck beyond the Oilers net, now into the near quarter. Kuznetsov leaves it near side for Zavgarodny. He'll take it back to the left point and drop. Solovyov in front. Now a one-timer goes wide off the stick of Nikolaev. Flames with some great puck control in this shift. Now Pelche steals it, tries to center it, but it bounces off the side of the goaltender Konvalov, and the Oilers will relieve the pressure and clear the puck out.
Jacob Pelche isn't the biggest guy in the world, but is he tenacious on the puck? He's already had 2 or 3 takeaways early in this game.
Listed at 5'10", 170, but some compare him to Andrew Mangiapane as far as size and style of play is concerned, and anytime you get compared to that guy, that's a nice comparison.
Yeah, comparables are always difficult, but when you think about the way he sees the game, his work ethic, his size, yes, there's certainly some things that both those young gentlemen do very well. We know about one guy. One guy might be on the precipice of really jumping into a new place in the NHL.
Flames with an offensive zone draw. Puck picked up in the near quarter by King. He plays it left point to Poirier, who tries a shot and has it blocked by Rybinski, and the Oilers will dump it down the ice right in on Wolf, who gloves the puck down and holds on with 11:19 left in a scoreless first period here at the Dome. Now we're going to step away as we approach the midway mark of period number 1. Oilers rookies beat the Flames rookies 4-3 in an entertaining hockey game at Rogers Place in Edmonton on Saturday. Still waiting for the first goal in this rookie rematch. Edmonton and Calgary are still scoreless. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan. A little bit more than 11 minutes to play in the first period. Flames rookies and Oilers rookies still scoreless. This is the second and final rookie game between these two teams. But they'll play in the preseason opener coming up on September 26th right here at Scotiabank Saddledome, and then again in the regular season opener coming up on October 16th at Rogers Place.
And a preseason matchup October 4th at Rogers Place in Edmonton as well.
Can't wait. And the Flames across the Oilers' blue line, but they get called for making a hand pass, and that leads to a stoppage. Ryan Francis in on that play, and he was one of the Flames' goal scorers in their 4-3 loss on Saturday night, and pretty impressive in my mind.
He's a guy that from day one on the ice last Thursday really caught my eye. You can understand why he's put up big numbers in St. John in the Quebec Major Junior League. Derek, he's crafty, he's competitive. You see it right there as the linesman trying to straighten him and Brosseau out.
And Brosseau wins a neutral zone face-off and then gives Francis a cross-check in the back. As the Flames are going to steal the puck, Pettersson trying to dangle in, gets a one-handed shot off. It's swatted away by Konvalov. Now, puck's flipped up the near boards, not out. Poirier keeps it in left point for the Flames. Now Pettersson try to center. King jamming away in front, and Konvalov's got it.
Good little touch pass. A few extra curriculars involving Ben King and Marcus Niemelainen. Poirier starts the play with a nifty little chip off the left wing boards, and the Flames do a nice job to relay it from there to the side of the net where Konovalov is tested by King, who got inside position about 2 feet away. King promises to have a very good year down the highway in Red Deer with the Rebels.
Led the Red Deer Rebels in goals, assists, and points last season. Here's Morrow, spinning near side, moves it into the high slot, but his pass ends up bouncing off of Karen's stick, and the Oilers will take over. Here's Simon Kubicek. He'll bounce it off the glass and in behind the Flames net. Wolf wanders out to get it, clears it up the near side. Now Siona will kick the puck to Huckins, who skates it to the Oilers' blue line and leaves it there for Cairns. Cairns loses it. Siona finds it, moves it up the far boards, and now why not turn into the corner, walk out in front and shoot. He gets stopped by Konvalov, and now puck's through to the blue line but not out. Here's Why Not with a shot through some traffic, knocked down, bounces towards the net and then away from the net, and now Safin will clear it, and it's picked up by Cam Bites, who gets clobbered on his way across the Flames blue line. Gets hit face first into the glass, and thankfully it looks like, Cam Bites is okay, but questionable body check there by the Flames' Cameron Wynot, and he's going to head to the penalty box.
Well, the tough part about it, Derek, was that Cam Bites got spun around as he tried to track down the puck and literally did a 360, so his back was towards Wynot when they collided against the boards.
Power plays were impressive on Saturday. We'll come back with an Oilers power play just past the midway mark of the first period tonight and see if they can open scoring or if the Flames will kill off this penalty. 9:59 to play in the first. Flames and Oilers still scoreless in this rookie game. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan. At the game's first power play, there's a shot from the top of the far circle, sailed high and wide by Lavoie, and the puck will ricochet off the inboards and slide all the way down the ice. Flames penalty killers, Zeri and Dewar up front. And we've got Wilson and Kuznetsov on the back end. Oilers look at their power play set up. Here's Bourgault. Into the near quarter, gets a return feed from Hamblin. Bourgault right point, tries to pass through the seam, smartly intercepted by Zeri. And Connor Zeri with the chance to clear Canty, gives the puck away. Here's Bourgault. Back to the blue line to Broberg. Broberg shoots that shot, knocked down by Zeri in front, and now the puck is fired heavily into the Flames bench, and everybody was ducking over there.
In his playing days, Mitch Love, the new head coach in Stockton, block shots. He was a tough customer. He's not interested in more of those. And Zeri made a really good play along with Dewar on the original cross-ice pass to get a stick on it, but then Zeri returned the favor, and the Flames had to fend off a big rebound in front.
Oilers win an offensive zone draw, puck to the left point. Here's Caldas, walks into the far corner with it, now moves it behind the net. Now Safin gets bowled over, big body check by Poolman. Flames with a chance to clear Kant. Petrov holds the puck in for the Oilers. Slides it up the left wing side, Caldas, back it up to the blue line. Now Rubensky across to Berglund with a shot. That one's blocked by Pelche as Petrov picks it up, plays it far side to Caldas. Now it's knocked back to the blue line. Berglund, near side to Petrov. With 40 seconds left in this Oilers power play. Petrov will flip the puck up the far side, back to Caldas. Yanni Caldas slides it down low. Now, post-up, Safin tries to center, but the pass is broken up, and the puck ricochets down the ice.
Really good read by Pelche. He took away the closest Oiler puck retriever and left him with no option.
We've got another Flames penalty call coming up here. The Oilers are going to get a short 5-on-3 two-man advantage. And as we have an icing call in the play, it'll be a 5-on-3 for 15 seconds or less. And interference is the call, and the guilty guy appears to be Lucas Siona?
Martin Pospisil. On his way, the 21-year-old Slovakian, who I think has really improved his skill level over the last couple of years.
Certainly one of the standout players for the Flames. The first rookie game on Saturday night. Now in his third pro season. Split last season between Slovakia and the American Hockey League. Had 11 points in 14 games for the Stockton Heat. Lou, pretty good.
Yeah, I've been quite impressed with him. I won't be surprised down the road if he finds his way into the National Hockey League.
Oilers with the offensive zone draw. Bourgault, top of the near circle, slides it down low, gets it back. Bourgault looking, finds a man. Here's a quick shot. They score. Nice puck movement on the power play by the Oilers, and Raphael Lavoie whips it past Dustin Wolf. The Oilers score a 5-on-3 power play goal and take a 1-0 lead.
Well, Lavoie, who helped Canada win a World Junior Championship in the year 2020 in the Czech Republic, a good shooter, made no mistake from the left face-off circle, and you saw the creativity of the Oilers' first-round pick, Xavier Bourgault. Waited, looked down low, brought the Flames defenders, then slid it into the left circle, and there was plenty of room for Lavoie to open the scoring.
Put up good numbers last season, split it between Hockey Allsvenskan and the AHL. Led Vasby IK in goals with 23 and points with 45 in just 51 games, and then had 5 goals and 10 points in 19 games for the Bakersfield Condors. Talented kid. And now Hamblin gets tripped as he crosses the Flames line. Another penalty call coming up, and another 5-on-3 two-man advantage for the Oilers, who already have a 5-on-3 goal, and this one's going to last a lot longer than the last one, Lou.
It is. It's going to last 1:29, depending on how the Flames kill it off. And this time, Jacob Pelche a little extra aggressive. He got beat by Hamblin, the Edmonton product, to the inside, and stuck his stick out, and now he's sticking his seat in the penalty box.
Well, if you're looking for a silver lining, it's a great opportunity for the Flames to practice their penalty kill. Special teams were certainly slanted towards the power plays on Saturday. Both teams looked sharp on the PP, not so much in the PK.
Not the response, I think, that the brass of the red team were looking for so far tonight.
First handful of shifts were good, but not so much since. Wonders when the offensive zone drawers a one-time shot again off the stick of Lavoie. This one misses, and the puck will ricochet off the end boards and down the ice.
Same combo, too. Bourgault to Lavoie.
Same spot that he just scored from as well. Here comes Hamblin. Skates it across the Flames blue line, sets up near half boards, and backs it up to the right point to Broberg. Broberg, near side to Bourgault. Tries to go down low. His pass ends up getting knocked away from Tullio. And now the puck scooped up by Soloviev, who shoots it down the ice.
Good read by Yan Kuznetsov, the 19-year-old Russian defenseman. Didn't try to ring it on the strong side into traffic. Played it to his partner, and down the ice it went.
Here's Petrov, left wing side to Safin, who had a couple of assists on Saturday night. Rims the puck around. Back to the right point. Berglund able to beat Zeri there and hold it in and tap the puck to Petrov. Petrov walks across the ice and now slips it out in front to Safin. Safin drops it. Berglund shoots it. That shot blocked by Zeri, who goes down in a heap and is having a hard time getting to his feet. As a matter of fact, he can't put any weight on his right leg. Connor Zeri in considerable pain. Now trying to crawl to the Flames bench. That is tough to see.
Ooh, he is in all kinds of discomfort as he looked to block it on the inside, I believe, of the left leg. Ugh.
Did that hit him on the inside of his left foot or his knee?
looked like.
I think it was.
No,
foot.
you're right. I think right above the left ankle.
Oh boy. It's funny, we just had a conversation on this season's first edition of the Calgary Flames Roundtable today, and Pat Steinberg asked me who I thought the Flames' top prospect was, and my answer was Connor Zary. So it'd be tough to see anybody injured heading towards the dressing room in a rookie game, but especially tough to see a top prospect like Zary, he's getting help from the Flames medical staff, Lou. He just can't put any weight on that foot.
That does not look good.
Let's hope it looks worse than it actually is. 5 seconds left in the Oilers' 5-on-3 as the Flames will clear it down the ice with 6:13 to play in the opening period. And the Oilers leading this rookie game 1-0. From the Oilers in up the right wing side, Ravinsky will play at right point. Berglund slides it across the line, and now here's Kesselring with a shot that misses the mark. Petrov will pick it up in behind the Flames net. Walks up the fireboards, spins and slides it down low to Safin. He tries to play at right point to Berglund, but pass gets intercepted by the Flames' Siona, and he'll leave it in behind the net. And from there, it's shot down the ice by Wilson. Coltrane Wilson spent parts of 4 seasons south of here with the Lethbridge Hurricanes. Split his first pro season between the ECHL's Kansas City Mavericks and the AHL Stockton Heat. Here's Pettersson. Through the puck out to center ice, where it ends up bouncing up the near boards. Brassot slides it to Caldas, who steps in, but a good stick there by Wynot to whack it away from him before he could shoot. Puck held in right point by Berglund. Slides it down low, and now Cam Bites will take over behind the Flames net, but he gets hit, knocked off the puck by Francis, but now in there to help out of the forecheck is Englot, and we've got a penalty call coming up. And I suspect with a bunch of penalty calls against the Flames, this one's going to go against the Oilers, and that is indeed the case. Drew Englot making his way to the penalty box. So we'll see if the Flames can square the score in the power play when we come back. 5:06 to play in period number 1 here at Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary. Thankfully, the first game and the only game that will be played in this building without fans this season. And the Flames and the Oilers in a tight one. It's Edmonton 1 and Calgary 0. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960. The Fan in Lethbridge was the Hurricanes captain last season, Lou.
And did well in a very shortened 2021 campaign.
Oilers threw the puck down the ice. Out there on the power play for the Flames. Again, no Connor Zary. They just lost him after he blocked the shot. He's gone down to the dressing room. So they've got Jacob Pelche, Dmitry Zavgorodny out there with Martin Pospisil up front. On the back end, Jeremy Poirier. And looks like Ilya Nikolaev. Yes, that is the 5-man unit. Flames get the power play set up. Nikolaev back it up to the blue line to Poirier. Near side is Zavgorodny with a shot that goes off a skate and wide. Here's Nikolaev now. Back to the blue line, Poirier. Zavgorodny into the slot. Pelche to Nikolaev. And now Pospisil scores! Beautiful puck movement by the Flames on the power play, and Martin Pospisil scores his second goal of this 2-game rookie series, and the Flames tie this game at 1.
Well, Nikolaev inserted into the lineup tonight, did not play Saturday, had a great opportunity earlier in the game, and this time off the right flank. He's a left-handed shot, made a great fake, found Pospisil on the doorstep, and he almost couldn't help but deposited past Ilya Konovalov.
And we are even at 1. And the Flames again, led by Siona, who gets a backhand shot off, steered into the near corner by Konovalov. Back to the left point. Solovyov will hold it in, protected from Burns. Solovyov into the near circle, walks towards the net, has the puck bounce off his stick, and the Oilers with a chance to clear Kent. Safin gives it away. Flames get it in deep again. Taking it off the right point. Solovyov in there on the forecheck, trying to dig the puck free along with Siona, who comes up with it. But it gets pinned to the far boards by Safin. And the Oilers will skate it out to center. Here's Brady Burns, bouncing off the boards and in. And here's the game-tying goal.
Assistant number 77, Ilya Nikolov. And also to number 49, Jacob Pelche. Power play goal, 15:41. Pospisil, Nikolava, and also Pelche. Power play goal, 15:41.
Good to hear Beasley's voice again. Now a giveaway by the Oilers. Poirier steps in and shoots. Terrific trapper stop by Konvalov.
Well, Poirier absolutely offensively gifted. He'll never miss an opportunity to jump up, and it's why he's been a huge point producer. He likens his game, Derek, and I see it. You could almost call him Thomas Chabot light. It's how he plays. Maybe not to that same extent. Same junior team, St. John, playing now for the same head coach in that junior town.
Nikolaev wins an offensive zone face-off to Pullman. He slips the puck in the Oilers net to Pospisil. Pospisil being roughed up by Kesselring. Nudged the puck into the near quarter, but now a pass by Dewar intended for Pullman misses, and the Flames will have to chase it back into their own territory. Here's Kesselring. Swings it up the near boards and into the Flames end. The Oilers will back off into a 1-2-2 as Pullman starts the breakout. Pullman and to Nikolaev. Tries to tap the puck to Pospisil, but the pass is broken up. Now the Oilers are going to shoot it over the glass and out of play with 2:43 left. Lou, if you'll allow me to.
Yes.
I'm going to sing a little song for you right now.
Oh, boy. I had thought you'd maybe forgot.
Happy birthday to Lou. Happy birthday to Lou. Happy birthday, Peter Loubardius.
Back to
Happy
hockey,
birthday
please,
to
Derek.
Lou. Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of candles.
I'm sure that's
on
just
that
what
day.
you wanted for your birthday.
That was awesome. No, but I do appreciate the sentiment and that you remembered.
Here comes Pedersen. I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag and wish you happy birthday earlier. I thought I'd surprise you
Okay.
by serenading you.
Well, it was lovely.
Yes.
Brought a tear to my eye. Here's Pedersen.
Back to the right point. Morrow moves it across the line. Why not? Tries to feed Francis, but the pass is broken up. But Francis with a nice recovery to take the puck away from a guy who had 2 goals and an assist in the Oilers' 4-3 win on Saturday, Henry Rybinski. Now Pedersen will skate it out to center for the Flames. Bounces it up the near boards to King. King gets cut off by Berglund, though, as Broberg will take over and behind his net. Was the 8th overall pick in the 2019 NHL draft, the 3rd defenseman selected. One of the Oilers' top prospects. Broberg has the puck on his stick. We've got another Flames penalty call coming up as Peltier touches the puck, and he'll get into it with fellow former first-round pick Broberg. Now some pushing and shoving after the whistle. We saw some rough stuff as Saturday's game progressed, and this rookie battle of Alberta's heating up already.
That's okay. There's nothing the matter with that. Tyler Tullio, 5th round pick. Player who spent part of his summer in Calgary at the National Junior Summer Camp. Still having words with Cole Train Wilson. And they are separated. But Martin Pospisil, who has a goal and now 2 minor penalties on the backtrack against Philip Broberg with that great speed. That is stick into the hands just a little bit, and he finds himself in the penalty box for the 2nd time. From the first time I ever watched Broberg, he is an elite skater. 3-time member of the Swedish World Junior team. He was their captain this past tournament in Edmonton. And before the show is over, I'm going to tell you a funny little story. Well, maybe not that funny, but a story from my first viewing of him in 2018 at the Helenka Gretzky Cup.
Peltier will pick the puck up, fired off the glass and down the ice. Peltier and Dewar the forwards. Solovyov and Pullman the defenseman for this first part of another Flames penalty kill. We're in a 1-1 tie with the Oilers in this 2nd rookie game as Solovyov with a good gap on the blue line forces the Oilers in offside with 1:33 remaining in the 2nd Pospisil penalty of this first period.
So it's 3 shifts into their first game against Switzerland, Derek. And at the end of the period, I'm like, who is this Broberg guy? I'm going to check the mock draft for the draft year. They had him at 152.
Wow.
I said, if he's going to go 152, I need to see the other 142 that are better than this guy.
And he went 8.
He went 8.
And the only defenseman drafted ahead of him, the Avalanche took Bowen Byram at 4. The Red Wings Morris Sider at 6.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Hockey behind the Oilers net. Pelche in there with a forecheck, even with his team shorthanded, trying to cause some havoc. The Oilers will bring it out to center though. Petrov and up the right wing side gets hit by Kuznetsov, but not before he shoots the puck in. Now it's fed back to the right point to Petrov, who shoots off the stick of Kuznetsov right in on Wolf, and the Flames goaltender swats the puck away. And now his teammates will clear it down the ice.
We're hoping to see more 5-on-5 play in the second period.
I'm sure the coaches are as well. Here comes Safford across the Flames blue line, 1-on-3, and gets pulled off the puck by Pullman. And yes, Colton Pullman is the younger brother of Canucks defenseman Tucker Pullman. Volov out of the Oilers net will help them clear the zone as time runs out in this first period. And some more pushing and shoving at the end of it. Both teams a little hot under the collar after the Oilers beat the Flames 4-3 at Rogers Place at Edmonton on Saturday, and it's good to see a little bad blood in this Battle of Alberta, rookie style. We'll see plenty of the Oilers this season, not as much as we saw of the Oilers last season, because there's no more All-Canadian Scotia North Division. We're back to the good old Pacific Division again, but the Flames and the Oilers have a couple of preseason games, and then they've got 4 regular season games, and maybe for the first time since 1991, some postseason games. We'll have to wait and see how everything plays out, but 1-1 the score through 20 minutes tonight. Your thoughts on the opening period, birthday boy?
Tough to evaluate. There was too many penalties,
Yeah.
and too many for the home side. The Oilers did score on a 5-on-3. The Flames scored a power play goal of their own, but there won't be anybody happy in the rink, whether it's the Flames brass or the Oilers brass. It's just, you don't want periods full of special teams. You just don't.
These games aren't about winning and losing.
Never.
Of course, you'd rather win than lose. These guys are competitive. They want to win. But Ray Edwards was on the Big Show with Pat and Will a little earlier today, and he said these games are all about evaluation. And for some of these players, they have a spot at the main camp. For other players, they're trying to earn a spot at the main camp, right?
They are, most certainly. And I don't think you'll see very many players leave. There'll be a few guys, I think, after this that go back to junior. But my understanding, Derek, is they're going to be split into 3 different groups. And I think there'll be 2 groups, with guys, obviously, veteran players, and then a group of Stockton and players potentially, and then some others. But for some guys, they want to get out there, and you can't get into a regular rhythm either when there's nothing but penalty after penalty after penalty.
And the other interesting thing will be, how does Daryl Sutter and the coaching staff handle it, and Brad Treleving and the management group, because some coaches will have 2 or 3 groups, and depending on your performance in practices and in games, you might get promoted to one of the other groups, or maybe relegated down if you don't play very well. So looking forward to that. Also looking forward to checking out what's happening in a big baseball game. 2 of the top teams in the AL East going at it not only tonight, but for the next few days, Lou.
Well, Robbie Ray on the mound right now, and if you're wondering, the Jays lead 2-0. Robbie Ray just might win the Cy Young, but coming up tomorrow, we will have Game 2 of that series. We'll pick it up, Jays and Rays, after the Big Show at 6, and then have full live coverage of the afternoon game on Wednesday from the Trop at 1 o'clock. What an exciting place to watch baseball. No, the Trop. Not so much.
No?
No, not good.
You and the other 11 fans in attendance doesn't do it
Might
for you?
be more people tonight.
I'd like to be at Rogers Center for some games down the stretch. That'd be fun.
I went to a couple before I returned. It was quite fun.
Yeah, it's been a while for me, but hey, Pat Steinberg is standing by. You should just sit tight, Lou, because I believe he's going to sing Happy Birthday in French coming up in our first intermission. We'll recap what happened.
No more singing. I love both of you, but please, no more tunes.
All right. Well, if that's your birthday wish, then we'll make that wish come
you.
true. Pat will recap what happened in the first period. It's the Flames rookies and the Oilers rookies tied at 1 through 20 minutes, and this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan. 1 through 20 minutes in this second rookie game. After Edmonton defeated Calgary 4-3 at Rogers Place at Edmonton on Saturday, the 2 teams tied through 20 minutes at Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary tonight. The bad news for the Flames is one of their top prospects, Connor Zary, leaving the game in the first period, did not return. Still waiting to get an update from the team on his status, but it did not look good. So fingers crossed for Zeri. In the second period, the Flames, who are now back to full strength, have their beautiful red retro jerseys on with white and yellow trim. They're moving from left to right on your radios. The Oilers with their white jerseys on with blue and orange trim, moving from right to left. Oilers on the attack now. Broberg with a shot kicked away by Wolf. Nice right pad kick save there. Now the Flames race out to center, 3-on-2. Zavgorodny leaves it right wing side to Pospisil. Moves it back to Zavgorodny, and he gets sandwiched between a couple of Oilers and knocked off the puck. And now it pops past Pullman and back into Flames territory. Poirier slide the puck into the Oilers zone, and now it's cleared out by Cultus. And now Safin will pick it up, but he loses it. And Pettersson finds it, chips it up to the near side to Zavgorodny, who gets all tangled up with Engelot at the Oilers' blue line, but wins a puck battle and gets it in deep. Also in there on the forecheck for the Flames, Nikolaev, as he'll leave the puck for Pettersson, who circles back to the blue line and drops. Pullman will flip it into the near quarter to Zavgorodny, who circles the net and centers, and now a one-time shot off Pettersson's stick goes wide as a ricochet back to the Flames' blue line.
Good stutter step by Pettersson to make his stick available.
The left wing side, Cam Bites will catch up to the puck in Flames territory, but he gets ridden off of it nicely by Pullman as Poirier will pick it up, but he gives it away, and Berglund's got it right point. Slaps the pass ahead, and now Safin takes over. Safin in the near quarter to Cultus. Moves it in behind the net. Pullman in there, trying to clear it out, can't. Puck picked up by Rubinski. Throws it into a pile of players up the near boards, and Pettersson will dig it free and wrestle it away from Rubinski, who falls, and now slide it up the right wing side to King. King drops to Poirier, who shoots. That shot bounces towards the net, and Konvalov will gobble it up and hold on for a face-off.
Never ceases to amaze me. Poirier last year, 37 points for the St. John Sea Dogs. Wears number 72 in 32 games. He had 53 points the previous year, and wonder how he felt about not being invited to Canada's World Junior Camp this summer. If I was him, I'd have quite a chip on my shoulder when this season has started.
I suspect, and you know better than me, but I suspect it's not because he can't bring enough to the table offensively.
No, it is not.
But he has some things to work on defensively.
Maturity has been a question mark with him as well.
Here comes Huckins at the right wing side into the Oilers zone, centering. Francis shoots and scores! What a shot by Ryan Francis, who goes bar down and gives the Flames a 2-1 lead.
What a release. Cole Huckins found him late as a trailer in the high slot. And Francis, crafty and can shoot it. A rocket just underneath the bar for his second goal in the last 2 games.
And the Flames, despite being, I would say, outplayed by the Oilers for the bulk of this game, only 23 minutes in, out in front for the first time tonight. It's 2-1. Back into the neutral zone. Here's Pospisil. Up the middle. His pass to Cairns is knocked away. And now Brosseau will bring it in, but the Oilers go offside at the Flames' blue line. You mentioned Jeremy Poirier and his 37 points last season. Finished second on the St. John Sea Dogs in points. The guy who finished first is actually playing on the other side tonight. That's Brady Burns, who had 38 points.
He did. And Francis ended up with 50 points on the season, but he was traded during the year from Cape Breton to St. John.
Number 65, Ryan Francis. Assist number 56, Cole Huckins. Time of the goal at 2:50. Francis from Huckins.
And now we've got a penalty call coming up, so things going from bad to worse for the Oilers as Xavier Bourgault just tripped up Rory Cairns, and the Flames will head to the power play with a chance to take a 3-1 lead.
2 players who did attend Canada's National Junior Summer Camp in Calgary. And Cairns of the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds got tripped down by Xavier Bourgault. Cairns played in 4 games last year. Remember, the OHL did not play a single second, but he played 4 games with Stockton.
Last season would have been his third season with the Sioux Greyhounds. His second season was excellent. He had 30 goals, which led the team, and 59 points, which was second most. So he'll be back for a third OHL season this year. Flames trying to take a 2-goal lead in the power play. Now keep in mind they had not one but two 2-goal leads on Saturday night, 2-0 and 3-1. The Oilers battled back with 3 unanswered in a 4-3 win at Rogers Place at Edmonton, but Flames can grab another 2-goal lead in this 2-game rookie series. Looking forward to another Battle of Alberta coming up in just 6 days. On September 26th, the Flames will host the Oilers in the preseason opener, and then in 26 days, the Oilers will host the Flames in the regular season opener. Flames home opener coming up in 28 days. The Ducks come to town. Nikolaev, but get beaten across the blue line by a couple of Flames forwards, and they're offside with now 1:28 remaining in this Oilers penalty to Bourgault. 16:11 to play in the second period. It is Calgary 2 and Edmonton 1.
And if Connor Zary had not been hurt, he would be part of this group of 5. That's how they practiced the last couple of days, and you hope for the best, but that shot block above the left foot or on the left foot did not look very good.
Yeah, tough to tell if it was foot or ankle. Here's Nikolaev centering Zavgorodny, a one-timer stop rebound. Pospisil robbed by Konvalov. Now Peltier centers it. Zavgorodny shoots it, and another terrific stop by Konvalov, who's turning into the star of the show in this rookie showdown. Even without Zary, the Flames power play looking dangerous. Oilers trying to clear Kent. Nikolaev back to the right point to Peltier. It drops. Nikolaev nudged the puck into the near quarter to Pospisil. Now Peltier, far corner to Zavgorodny. Back to the blue line to Poirier. Returns the puck to Zavgorodny. Tries to feed it through a seam over to Nikolaev, but the pass is broken up. And Zavgorodny's going to keep the puck in and play it left point to Poirier. Poirier, near outboards to Nikolaev. Rink wide, Zavgorodny shoots off the skate of Caldas and in behind the Oilers' net. Now here's Poirier, back to the right point, and he can't keep it in. And we'll chase it out to center. Poirier's going to weave his way back in Oilers territory as the Flames start to make a change. Didn't hear a whistle there, but I think there was a whistle as the Flames cross the Oilers' blue line offside with 19 seconds left in the penalty to Bourgault.
Ilya Nikolaev set up the first goal in the power play in his first game wearing that jersey. And Derek, he shows you his playmaking ability on the power play. Made 2 cross-seam passes during that last juncture of play that he did not have a lot of room to thread the needle across ice to his Russian fellow teammate in Zavgorodny.
Here comes Pettersson across the red line. Tries to slide it up the left wing side, but his pass intended for Wynot's broke it up. And the puck's flipped down the ice by Cambites. Flames power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5 with 14:35 left in the second period. It's Calgary 2, Edmonton 1 in this rookie game at the Saddledome. Here's King behind the Oilers' net. Roughed up in the near quarter by Caldas. King will drop the puck to Pettersson, but it's whacked away from him and now chipped out to center by Bourgault. And we're going to stoppage in play. And looks like a face-off coming up outside the Oilers' blue line. No, they're going to move it inside of Oilers territory to the right of Konvalov.
This evening's broadcast brought to you in part by Gateway Mechanical, the Gemini Group, Green Drop, Hyatt Infinity, Mr. Fireplace, and Shane Holmes.
Saw you got a nice new set of wheels from our friends over at Wolf Cadillac recently.
I think they're part of the broadcast tonight. I couldn't be happier than the dealings I have had with that dealership. It's been outstanding.
We're pretty lucky.
Yeah,
my friends over at South Point Toyota and Country Hills Toyota take great care of me as well. We're, of course, in the Peter Maher Radio broadcast booth, sponsored by South Point Toyota here at Scotiabank Saddledome tonight. Broberg with a shot from the left point, off a stick. As a matter of fact, he broke that stick. It was wide to the quarter. Puck slides back up the near boards. Broberg being chased by the stickless Huckins. Locking it behind the Flames net where it's scooped up and now cleared out. And Cairns will pick it up at center ice. He gets yanked down to the ice by Rubinski. Wants a penalty call and won't get one. Here's Broberg ahead to Rubinski, and he gets yanked down by Siona and That will be a penalty. And now the Oilers are going to head to the power play. Lou, you said you wanted to see more 5-on-5 in the second period, and so far your latest birthday wish is not coming true.
No, they're not playing along. The fellas aren't playing along tonight.
Now the shovelers come out, so they'll clean the ice, and we'll step away with 13:38 to play in the second period here at Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary. Great to be back in the Sea of Red, and can't wait to see and hear fans inside of this building coming up in 6 days when the Flames will host the Oilers in the preseason opener. Tonight, the second of 2 rookie games, and it is Calgary 2 and Edmonton 1. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan. Good to be back on the road on Saturday night, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And I tell you, we drove from Calgary to Edmonton in style. Of course, Pat Steinberg has a partnership with Hyatt Infinity. I'm not going to say that he broke the speed limit, but I'm also not going to say that he didn't break the speed limit.
I'm going to say that he broke the speed limit, and I wasn't even in the car.
I think that thing's got like 400 horsepower, too. So
it's got some juice, does it?
We made good time going back and forth from Calgary to Edmonton.
Good work, fellas.
Oilers beat the Flames 4-3 in that rookie game at Rogers Place on Saturday night. Flames lead the Oilers 2-1 here at Scotiabank Saddledome tonight. Puck lifted up in the air and in deep. Oilers on the power play with a chance to tie this game up. In the box for the Flames is Lucas Siona. Split last season between 2 different leagues, the AJHL and the WHL. Played for the Spruce Grove Saints as well as the Seattle Thunderbirds.
Derek, he's a 6th-round pick, and I must say, with every passing shift, I see something there. I'm going to be really interested to follow him the next couple of years. He's a project. Good size, skates, moves around pretty well. Really going to be fascinated by his progression in the Western League.
Yep. Oilers get the puck in. Here is Lavoie. He's got their goal. He'll play it left point to Broberg. Whips a pass across the line. Over to Bourgault. Bourgault walks into the far corner. Slides it down low to Hamblin. Gets it back. Now plays it right point to Broberg. Broberg over to Lavoie with a shot off the stick of Wilson and wide of the Flames net. And now Dewar trying to clear Kent. It's picked up and bounced off the boards by Solovyov, and Flames will clear it out. Now the Oilers will shoot it back in as both teams change with 1:05 left. And the penalty to Siona. 12:40 to play in the second. Flames lead the Oilers 2-1 as Pettersson weaves his way in. Pettersson shoots, gets stopped, gets his own rebound, and is stopped again by Konvalov.
21-year-old Emilio Pettersson, the product of Norway. No questioning his skill and his skating ability. I think, Derek, as time goes along, the one thing for him is how much can you do getting to the inside? Your ability to play inside the dots at the NHL level makes a huge difference to your success, but he is a fun player to watch. He can bring you out of your seats usually once or twice a game.
Berglund's going to shoot the puck into the Flame zone. It bounces by Rubinski. And now Pospisil will poke it down the ice, and Flames will switch up their penalty killers as Safin takes over behind his net. Safin will cross his blue line, and now the red line. And now the Flames line. He comes speeding it up the right wing side. One of 4 6'5" players the Oilers have dressed for this rookie game tonight. Got some good size. Comes Pelche shorthanded for the Flames. Walks into the near quarter. Drops the puck back to Dewar. Dewar trying to return it to Pelche, but it ends up bouncing away from him, and Petrov will leave it in behind the net for Kaldis with 10 seconds left in the Flames penalty. Here's Berglund. Rink wide up the left wing side to Petrov. Crosses the Flames blue line, but he's beaten in by Berglund, and that leads to an offside call with 3 seconds remaining in this Oilers power play.
Jacob Pelche has an assist tonight in the game. The Flames' first-round pick, 26th overall in 2019. Derek, the more I watch him, too, he's not afraid to give you a little stick here and there either. There's a little bite in that package.
Good player. 19th overall, or make that 26th overall pick in 2019. Captain of the Moncton Wildcats 2 seasons ago, of the Valdor 4 years last season. That's great leadership skills as well.
Yeah, you generally don't get traded to a team and immediately become their captain, but that's what happened when he arrived in Val-d'Or and helped them to Game 6 of the Quebec League Final. They lost that Game 6 in double overtime.
Back to 5-on-5 here as the Oilers dump the puck down the ice and get called for icing with 11:08 left in the second period. When you take a look at these two teams, Lou, if you had to shortlist guys who have a chance to play NHL games this season, how many names would be on the list for the Oilers and for the Flames?
Not a lot. Not a lot for me. At this point in time, I would say Broberg, Pelche, right at the top of the list. Pospisil is becoming a more interesting guy too.
Flames with an offensive zone draw. Wilson into the high slot. Pettersson 1x1 wide. Now Cairns will collect it in behind the Oilers' net. Cairns plays at right point over to Poirier. Walks the line and shoots off a stick. And it deflects wide. Konvalov's net. Now it's scooped up by Wilson. Wilson whips a shot to the net, and Konvalov will grab it, and he'll hold it. As we inch towards the end of rookie camp and the start of main camp, what are the main storylines for the Flames as they get set for the start of the 2021-2022 season?
Derek, when you take a look at the Flames main camp roster, minus injuries, who can push on a team that it doesn't look like there's many jobs? I'm not so sure that the backup goaltender position, which I'm not even sure that's a huge battle, with Vladar and Werner, might be number one on my list.
Interesting. Here's Brousseau with a shot fought off by Wolf, who wants to put himself into that mix to, if not be the Flames' number 2 guy, at least not right away, then maybe the number 3 should there be an injury with the big club.
I will say this, probably the most intriguing thing for me is who's going to play with who, because I think we have a pretty good idea who's going to be on the opening day roster. So that is probably the most interesting storyline for me.
Yeah, will Daryl Sutter put that line of Elias Lindholm, Johnny Gaudreau, and Matthew Tkachuk back together again, or will we maybe see Sean Monahan and Johnny Gaudreau back together with a new right winger? We'll have to wait and see how it plays out.
I felt like a bit of a spy today, but I did kind of sneak around and watch those guys for about 15 minutes earlier today.
Pospisil will shoot the puck in. Now he gets tripped up by Rybinski. Flames want a penalty call, aren't going to get one as Caldas takes over. Caldas will skate the puck across the red line and play just into Flames territory as Kuznetsov slides it up the left wing side. And now Solovyov will move it a rink wide, and Pospisil and Nikolaev will go in there after it. And a 5-man fight for the puck in the near quarter as Kubicek dumps Pospisil, just tossed him down to the ice, and now puck is picked up by Rybinski, who's going to clear it to the blue line, but not quite out. Good work at the left point by Solovyov to hold the puck in for the Flames, and he'll chase it in behind the Oilers' net and nudge it into the near quarter to Dewar. Dewar walks behind the Oilers' net, now into the far corner, swings it out in front off the stick of Konvalov, and it'll bounce back to the right point to Pullman. Pullman lays it to Francis, bounces it off the skate of Tullio, and Flames backing off the change, can't keep it in as the Oilers will slide it down the ice.
Solovyov's been a good player tonight. He's been hard to play against, and he's made some real good breakout plays coming out of his own zone.
Here's Francis, right wing side to King, who gets hit by Marcus Niemelainen. Gets the puck in deep, and now Hawkins will chase it behind the net and center. King with a shot. Good blocker save by Konvalov. Ilya Konvalov has made, 4 or 5 terrific stops in the second period?
There is little doubt about that. What a good little touch pass between his legs by Francis to make that 3-way passing play work.
I think you can make a strong argument the Oilers were the better of the two teams in the first period. It was 1-1 after one. But pretty clear cut for me that the Flames have been the better of the two teams in the second period. I've barely said Dustin Wolf's name.
That's very true, yes. The Oilers' net is directly to my right. I haven't had to look out of the left eye a whole lot in this period, which is good because the older I get, the vision is starting to wander.
Well, I spy with my little eye a face-off to Konvalov's left. Pelche will take it versus Engelot. He'll return to Regina for his 3rd season with the Pats this year. Pelche wins the draw. Pettersson trying to dig the puck out of some skates, can't. And now Berglund's going to knock the puck out to the neutral zone.
Pats might be the number 1 drawing card in the league this season, thanks to a guy by the name of Connor Bedard.
One of the best prospects in years Puck to the right point. Nora with a blast that's sticked away by Konvalov. And now a stretch pass looking for Safin, who's going to catch up to it at the Flames blue line, but he's 1-on-2, and he's also offside.
Yeah, Bedard, 14 points as a double underage to help Canada win the gold medal at the World Under 18 in May in Texas.
We're going to take a break. 7:39 to play in the second. The second rookie game between Calgary and Edmonton. The Oilers won 4-3 on Saturday. The Flames lead tonight. It is 2-1. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan. 960 The Fan. I am Derek Wills. He is Peter Labardius. Pat Steinberg will join us again in the second intermission as the Flames rookies lead the Oilers rookies 2-1. The two teams, not these two teams, but the Flames and the Oilers met 9 times last season, and actually 10 times last season. It was not a good season series. The guys with the flaming C's on the front of their jerseys had a tough time stopping the dynamic duo, the deadly duo of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Went 4-6-0 in those 10 games against their provincial rival. And of course, going from an all-Canadian Scotia North Division to the Pacific Division, there won't be as many head-to-head games in the regular season this year, but can't wait for the Battle of Alberta again.
And you won't have to wait long. We've talked about preseason, and we've also talked about the regular season opener in Edmonton, Saturday, October 16th.
Can't wait for that. Lots of work to do for both teams between now and then. When you take a look at the work that the Oilers did during the offseason, we got the same two goaltenders, former Flame Mike Smith and Mikko Koskinen. So there are question marks for some between the pipes for the Oilers. I think it's safe to say that they're a deeper team at forward, and they're a different team on defense, but I'm not sure if they're better or worse or just different.
Well, only time will tell.
Yeah.
By the way, Connor Zary will not return.
Bad news for the Flames. If you're just joining us, former first-round pick blocked the shot with, tough to tell if it was his foot or ankle, but he went down in a heap and left the game in the first period, and as Lou just said, won't be back. Flames in the Oilers zone looking for a 2-tally lead as Huckins moves it up the far boards to Wilson. Tries to cut to the middle, muscles the puck towards the net, but it bounces off a couple of bodies into the far corner. Now it's cleared up the near side, but it's held in by Pullman. Pullman gets all tangled up with Kemp as Brosseau digs the puck out, but ends up giving it right to Cairns in the near corner. Now he takes him down to the ice as Huckins is there to pick it up. Huckins saucers it in front. Wilson shoots. Good kick save by Konvalov, and the Oilers' Broberg will pick up the loose puck and softly slide it down the ice as the Oilers' goaltenders keeping him in this hockey game in the second period. The ball out of us, the net gets caught, has to scramble back into the blue paint with Pettersson and Nikolaev in there in the forecheck, and now he leaps on top of the loose puck and holds on for a face-off with 6:08 left in the second period.
Nikolaev around it again on a line right now with Emilio Pettersson and Dewar. And Dewar I haven't found to be quite as noticeable tonight as he was in Edmonton on Saturday. Nikolaev played for his country in a World Under 18. He did not make the Russian World Junior team last year as a 19-year-old.
Oilers win a defensive zone draw. Pettersson trying to retrieve the puck in the near corner for the Flames. Gets all tangled up with Niemelainen as it ends up popping out in front of the Oilers' net, but Berglund will grab it and clear it. And now Poirier grabs it, loses it, and then finds it again and slides it up the near side over to his defense partner. And Solovyov will clear it out to center ice. Here's Dewar, Walker Dewar, one of the Flames' 3 goal scorers in their 4-3 loss to the Oilers on Saturday. He'll retrieve the puck in the far corner and rim it around to the near side, and Solovyov will sneak in to get it. Solovyov gives it to Dewar. Dewar will bank it off the end boards, use that big body of his to keep the puck away from Hamblin, and now feed it out in front, but it's passed to Pelches, smartly intercepted by Lavoie. Here comes Hamblin the other way. Hamblin with a sharp angle shot. That one gets fought off by Wolf, who gets a touch of the puck for the first time in a long time. Has not been busy in the second period. Poirier is going to golf the puck into the Oilers zone as both teams change, and as we reach the 15-minute mark of the second period at the Dome, the Flames lead the Oilers 2-1 in this second and final rookie game between the two teams. Here's Kesselring. Michael Kesselring, his father Casey spent 5 seasons in the ECHL. So we've got a collision behind the play between Greg Morrow and I believe that was Simon. It's come in there. We've got some more pushing and shoving in this rookie battle of hell.
I like it very much. It's actually Drew Englot.
A 3-1 lead late in the second period here at the Saddledome as they control the puck in the Oilers zone. Pelche, left point. And now Zavgarodny with a shot off the skate goes wide to the near corner. Zavgarodny gets it back and drops to Pelche. He plays it right point to Poirier. Poirier gives the puck back to Zavgarodny. Chops it in behind the net. And now Pospisil tries to center it in front, but his pass is intercepted by Rubinski. And the Oilers will shoot the puck down the ice with now 1:14 remaining in this Flames power play. Just under 4 minutes left in the second period. It's Calgary 2 and Edmonton 1. As Poirier winds up, slides it up the left wing side. Ahead to Pettersson, crosses the Oilers blue line and shoots it in. And Volov out of his net, clears it up the near boards himself. Well, they say the goaltender is the most important penalty killer, and Volov, who's been the Oilers' best player in the second period, in my opinion, helping him kill off this penalty, is why not crosses the Oilers blue line and gets clobbered by Niemelainen with a big hit along the near boards. But he's back on his feet, he's back on the puck. Here's why not into the far corner. Flames working around is why not. Slides it near face-off circle to Cairns. Cairns makes a short pass to Francis, who drops it. Why not? Far side to Pettersson, back to why not. Tries to return the puck to Pettersson, but the pass is off the mark. And the Oilers, Kemp will clear it out to center and try to bring it back in, but as Cairns crosses the line, Pettersson gets stuck offside.
Cameron Wynot, part of the most recent draft class for the Flames. He's just 18 years old. And Derek, in these games, you go out against much older, experienced competition. Marcus Niemelainen is 23, but I loved how Wynot bounced back quickly. He's been another one of the newcomers that has caught my eye. Put up 23 points in 34 games as a 17-year-old with the Halifax Mooseheads last season.
Well, as Flames Director of Player Development, Ray Edwards, said to Pat Steinberg and Will Nault on the Big Show today, you evaluate these players differently based on their age, based on their experience, so it's not really like comparing apples to apples. It's more apples to oranges, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Puck is swept up the far boards and cleared out by Bourgault. He has his stick lifted, the puck stolen out at center by Poolman. The Flames will roll the puck right back in Oilers territory with now less than 2.5 to play in the second period and a 2-1 lead in this rookie game. This play there by Kesselring to help the Oilers clear it. And now Bourgault, 22nd overall pick in this summer's NHL draft, will get it in deep. Back to get it for the Flames is King, who clears it up the near boards and out to center. Huckins looking forward, can't find it. Bourgault's going to back it up into his own territory, and now Broberg will bank it off the boards, off of Hamlin, and deep into the Flames zone. They're trying to get there with a forecheck. Flames defensemen have done a really good job making a good first pass to get out of their own end when they've been there in the second period, don't you think?
Yeah, I do indeed. It's been much, much better. Liked it in the first period in Edmonton, not so much after that. Big improvement even tonight from period 1 to period 2. But remember, they were in the penalty box a lot of the first two.
Yeah, good point. Here's Pelche, right wing side. Nikolaev will drop the puck back to Kuznetsov. He weaves his way in across the Oilers' blue line and shoots the puck behind the net. And Volov out to get it, clears it up the near side. Nikolaev able to hold it in and tap the puck to Pelche, who drops it. Now Zavgarodny, right point to Poirier with a seeing eye shot through some traffic. Gloved by Konvalov, and he holds on. And now some pushing and shoving between Nikolaev and Broberg at the end of the play.
Good to see Nikolaev, the 20-year-old Russian, third-round pick in 2019 for the Flames, being involved not only with the puck, but physically. In my research, it'll be interesting to see where he ends up playing. He's a 20-year-old player, and the last I saw, he might be headed to the Tri-City Storm of the USHL.
I did some digging, and it does sound like that's the move he'll make, coming over to North America, which generally I think NHL teams encourage their prospects to do. Gives them a chance to work with them a little easier, a little more often, keep an eye on them. Get used to the smaller ice surface and the North American style to play. Oilers win a defensive zone draw. Julio can't clear it out. And now it ends up bouncing back to Kemp, who will lift it up in the air and down the ice. That'll be an icing call. Philip Kemp had a big night on Saturday. Funny thing is, he was goalless with 1 assist in 12 games with the Bakersfield Condors last season, but scored not only the game-tying goal, but also the game-winning goal in the Oilers' 4-3 come-from-behind victory over the Flames on Saturday night at Rogers Place up in Edmonton.
Played for the United States, won a silver medal, the 2019 World Junior in Vancouver when they lost to the Finns on a late third-period goal.
Flames win an offensive zone draw. We're into the final minute of the second period as Poirier shoots, gets stopped. Francis on the wraparound. Can't jam the puck inside the far goal post. Almost had his second goal of this game. Here's Pospisil, left point. And now Nikolaev will tap it near side to Poirier, who spins into the near quarter. Poirier walks in behind the Oilers' net, bounces it up the far side. Pospisil winds and fires a shot. Fought off by Konvalov, and as the Oilers touch the puck, we've got a whistle. And the Flames are going to get a late second period power play.
Well, Francis, I think, is drawing the ire of the Oilers. Remember, he was involved. Well, he's
couldn't help myself.
He's probably drawn the ire of the Oilers over the years too. But Ryan was involved in a pretty nasty hit in the third period on Saturday, and he draws a penalty here with 35.5 to go in period number 2.
No relation, by the way. Eric and Ryan are not related.
No, I don't think so.
Face-off coming up to Konvalov's right. Oilers win that defensive zone draw. But the Flames are going to hold the puck, and here's Poirier left point. Into the far quarter to Pospisil. Pospisil spins and leaves it left point for Poirier, who moves the top of the near circle. Nikolaev in front. Pelche the tip, and they score! No, they're going to wave it off. The puck goes into the net. Right away, the referees wave it off, and we've got lots of pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Yeah, Pelche deflected the puck. A good look to the middle of the ice from Ilya Nikolaev. Pospisil net front, and he collided with the goaltender, and the puck went in, and the referees wave it off as Pospisil thwarted from his second goal of the game. And the face-off, no penalty. Face-off will come outside the line.
I think a good call by the referees is...
I do too.
Martin Pospisil is using that big body of his to cause problems for Ilya Konvalov, and bumped a little bit by, I think that was Philip Berglund, but didn't look like he really tried all that hard to avoid the goaltender. So Flames still lead 2-1 with now 13 seconds left in the second period. Buck 35 remaining on their power play, which will carry over to the third unless they score late. Here's Pospisil. Nikolaev, who drops it. Poirier out in front. Bouncing puck, and it hops over the blade of Pospisil's stick. And that'll do it for the first 40 minutes here at Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary. Lou, I think you'd agree, after a so-so first period, a much stronger second period for the Flames, who lead the Oilers 2-1 after 2.
Could only really remember one decent scoring chance in that period for the Oilers. So yes, there's little doubt who the better group was over the second 20-minute stretch of the hockey game, and it's 2-1, and Konovalov, the Russian goaltender, the 23-year-old, an Oilers third-round pick in 2019, probably the reason it's not 4 or 5-1.
Yeah, he was terrific in the second period. Flames did score a third goal, but it was immediately waved off by the officials, so they'll take a one-goal lead into the dressing room through 2 periods of play tonight. Looking forward to the third period, the final period of this 2-game rookie showdown between the Flames and the Oilers. A rookie battle of Alberta, if you will. Before that, Pat Steinberg is standing by, and we'll host our second intermission right after the break. This is Calgary Flames Hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan. certainly the better of the two teams in the second, don't you think?
I do. As a matter of fact, I didn't even really think it was close in that neighborhood. The James Hamblin short-handed, not short-handed, but short side opportunity on a rush. About the only tough chance that Dustin Wolf dealt with the entire period. That was not the case for Konovalov at the other end of the building.
Now the Oilers will start the third period short-handed. Still 1:24 remaining in a penalty to Markus Niemelainen. So we'll see if the Flames can add to their lead with a power play goal here. Third period has started. The Flames with their red retro jerseys on, moving from right to left on your radios. The Oilers with their whites from left to right. I think hidden behind the Oilers net is Broberg, just got thrown heavily into the end boards by Pospisil, who continues his physical play. Poirier can play at the blue line to hold the puck in. Zavgarodny will drop it back. Here's Nikolaev. Back to the blue line to Poirier, right point, who taps the puck back to Nikolaev, who dangles in and slides it down low. Right back to Pospisil. Pospisil will play it right point to Poirier. He shoots off Pospisil's stick over the net. Now it bounces out in front. Back to the blue line to Poirier. Saucer a pass up the far side. Nikolaev walks towards the Oilers net. Backs off into the corner and feeds it in front. Pelche to Zavgarodny with a one-timer that gets partially blocked. Good job by Tullio to get in the way of that one. And now Pospisil's pass goes right by everybody wearing both red and white. And the puck slides in the fresh ice in behind the Flames net.
That unit of 5 has moved it well even after Zary left and Nikolaev took his place.
And we should update those just joining our broadcast on Sportsnet 960. Actually, Poirier and Solovyov colliding. Teammates hitting one another there, but both bounce back to their feet and are okay.
Hardest hit of the night.
And unfortunately, a puck hit the foot of Flames' top prospect, Connor Zary, in the first period, and he left the game and will not return. So fingers crossed for him that it's maybe less serious than it looked. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Here's Francis backing it up. Now his nets off. Slides it near side, and puck ends up bouncing to Pettersson, who's able to chip it deep into the Oilers zone, allowing the Flames to make a line change. Here comes Kesselring up the right wing side to center. Lines across the Flames blue line, gets a weak shot away, easily punched into the far corner by Wolf. Here's Kuznetsov again. And to Cairns. Cairns tries a pass, intercepted by Lavoie, and Niemelainen's being pressured by Cairns, who picks his pocket in the forecheck. Back to help out is Kemp, and Kemp gets hit by King, who are going to fight for the puck in the far corner. Squirting loose. Lavoie will clear it out. Huckins will back it up into the Flame zone. Solovyov sends it out to center. Huckins skidded across the red line and left it over the head of Kesselring, which is no easy assignment as he stands 6'5", and in behind the Oilers net. Will start the breakout, playing it right wide to Soderlund. Crosses the Flames blue line and flips the puck into the near corner, and it's picked up behind the net by Morrow. Greg Morrow spent 3 seasons with the Humboldt Broncos from 2013 to 2016. Turned pro last season following 4 years at Clarkson University. Great hockey program there. Brought out of the Oilers zone and out to center ice by Caldas. Caldas shoved off the puck by the aforementioned Morrow. We've got to fight for it in the far corner to Wolf's right. Puck will squirt back to the left point. Caldas walks the line. Makes a short pass, but good work there by Nikolaev to force the puck off of Burns' stick and back to the Oilers blue line. Past the 3.5-minute mark of the third period here at Scotiabank Saddledome, where it's the Flames 2, the Oilers 1, and this rookie game. Battle for the puck along the near boards inside of Flames territory. Francis, who's got a goal for the second straight game. Leave it in behind the net for why not? We can't clear it. It's held in along the far boards by Petrov. And he coughs it up, and now Francis picks it up. He's not the biggest guy at 5'10", 170, but Ryan Francis pretty strong on the puck loop.
He is strong. He protects it well. Not his best play there.
Here's Petrov behind his back, looking for Tullio. Can't find him. Now Duer's got the puck and will rumble in up the right wing side. Duer with a weak shot knocked down, and now it's gobbled up in behind the net by Broberg. He gets hit by Francis. Hunter's able to control the puck. Kesselring clears to center, and Tullio lifted up in the air and into Flames territory as both teams change. Here's Poolman, takes a hard hit along the far boards from Tullio. the Flames out to center, led by Poirier. Bounces it off a skate, up the near side to Pullman. Flips the puck behind the Oilers net. Back to get it is Kubicek. He coughs it up, and now the Oilers net gets knocked off its moorings. And Emilio Pettersson wants a penalty call here. Thinks he was interfered with and pushed into the Oilers net, but doesn't look like a call's coming.
Mitch Love talked about puck support after the game on Saturday. Said they needed to do a better job of talking and communicating. And Derek, they've moved it far more efficiently tonight coming out of their own end than they did, especially in the last two periods on Saturday.
It's been almost impossible for the Oilers to get a forecheck going since the start of the second period.
Very true.
Face-off coming up to Konvalov's right. Cairns wins the draw, back to the left point to Wilson. Wilson with a shot through some traffic and fought off by the Oilers goaltender. Now Pettersson twisting and turning, rims the puck around to the far corner. Smart pinch by Kuznetsov, holds the puck in, but then ends up giving it right to Kaldis, who's going to skate it out to center. Pettersson's able to whack it away from him, but the puck does deflect deep into the Flame zone, and Wilson will go back to get it. Wilson, it's an outlet pass, but it messes Pettersson, and now Kubicek with a shot from the right point off a stick. Matter of fact, he broke the stick of his teammate Englot. Now we've got a battle for the puck in the far corner. Four guys in there fighting for it as it squirts loose. Pelche can't clear it. It's bouncing right back in behind the Flames net where Wilson takes over again. Coltrane Wilson. One hands the puck out to the neutral zone, but it's picked up there by James Hamblin, who's going to bring it right back in as he gets taken off the puck, written down to the ice by Wilson. Physical play there by the Flames defenseman. Now Pelche will bounce it off of Berglund and to the Oilers blue line as the Flames start to change as we approach the 6-minute mark of the third period here at the Saddledome, where it's Calgary 2 and Edmonton 1 in this rookie game. Puck to the left point. Here's Kaldis, but he can't corral it, and the Oilers end up going offside. A little pushing and shoving behind the play there. And we will take a break. Just past the 6-minute mark of the third period at the Dome. It's the Flames 2 and the Oilers 1 in this rookie game. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan.
Brought to you in part by Silver Hill Acura, SML Entertainment, South Point Toyota, South Trail Hyundai, and Wolf Cadillac. That's 1720 Bow Trail.
Shots on goal are still 28-21, Lou. That's how the game started.
Still that way. We didn't have shots on goal in the game on Saturday, so apparently
no shots on goal.
In these games, it's, not enough staff to get that done.
That'll change soon enough. The preseason opener for these two teams just 6 days away on September 26th. The regular season opener 26 days away on October 16th. Lots of battles of Alberta coming up. Puck beyond the Oilers net. Flames send in 2 forecheckers digging for the puck in the far corner. As the puck will squirt out of a pile of players and into the near corner to Kesselring. He lifts it over the head of Solovyov and down the ice. Pullman back to get it. Clears it up the far boards, not out. It's held in at the line by Soderlund. Ends up bouncing into the middle of the ice where Huckins is there to pick it up. Huckins turns it over though. And now he's able to battle to get it back from Brosseau, but he can't clear it out. Brosseau's got it in the far corner. It's tied up by Solovyov. Huckins comes in there and throws a hit, knocks the puck loose but not out. Soderlund keeps it in again. They'll whip it in behind the Flames net. Solovyov has it once more, and they'll back it up to Pullman. I haven't noticed Colton Pullman all that much, but that's a compliment because he's a guy who's, I think, just done his job and done it well.
Just steady, really steady.
Here comes Poirier, who's been very noticeable in these 2 rookie games. Lots of offensive upside there. Oilers will bring it out. Petrov scampers up the left wing side, crosses the Flames line, and gets pushed off the puck by Poirier. Good defensive play as we talked about his offensive skills and his need to work on the defensive side of the game. That was a pretty good play by Jeremy Poirier right there. Morrow's going to send it out to center, and Pospisil will drop it off. Nikolaev trying to weave his way towards the Oilers net. Gets roughed up en route by Kemp. And now it's lifted off the glass and down the ice by Kubicek as both teams will change with almost 8 minutes gone in the third period. The Flames still leading the Oilers 2-1 in a low-scoring rookie battle of Alberta at the Saddledome. Comes Zagadrodny, plays it up the left wing side. Pettersson spins and centers and almost made a perfect pass to Cairns, who was alone in front. Now Cairns will pick it up. Then he coughs it up, and it's picked up and cleared out by Bourgault.
I think it surprised Cairns a little bit.
Here's Pettersson again. Stakhanov across the Oilers' blue line. Tries to get the puck to Cairns, but it bounces away from him and in behind the net. And Zagadrodny will gobble it up in the near corner and play it back to Pettersson, who walks in front and shoots, and that shot's kicked away by Konvalov. Now Pettersson slides it up the near boards. Why not? With a poke the puck to Zagadrodny, who walks in and shoots off his own man as he hits Pettersson in front. And now Hamblin will clear the puck out to center for the Oilers. Flames steal it. Both teams will sneak in changes as it's fired down the ice by Wilson, and that will be an icing call on the Flames with 11:15 left.
Good back pressure by the Flames throughout the last two periods. Their forwards have been in good position. It's one of the reasons we touched earlier on the fact that the Oilers really have not created very much at all, and it's been difficult to get to their forecheck game.
Face-off coming up to Wolf's left. Again, much like the second period, haven't said Dustin Wolf's name all that much in the third. Flames have done a really good job in front of him. The bucket behind the Oilers' net. Cam bites, will swing it up the near side. Can't clear it out. And now the puck's picked up by Berglund, and he will get it out. Solovyov take over the Flame zone and fire it up the fireboards out to center, and it's shot right back in by Broberg. Oilers making another change as Ilya Solovyov takes over behind the Flames net, now starts the breakout. Solovyov gets to center and plays it up the right wing side. And now it's bounced out in front and ends up hopping away from Lucas Siona. And the Oilers with a chance to clear can't. It's held in right point of the Flames' Coltrane Wilson. And now we might have a fight. Looks like Siona wants to drop the gloves with Niemelainen, who's not interested. Flames in there again aggressively on the forecheck as Poirier kicks the puck into the far corner, but doesn't get to any of his teammates. It's now cleared out by Safin. Here comes Ben King up the left wing side. King with a sharp angle shot, which is corralled by Konvalov, and then King gets decked in behind the Oilers net, and that's going to draw another crowd. I think players on both sides are well aware of this rivalry because these two rookie games have been a battle of Alberta.
There have been some physical moments, there's no question. That was another one as Ben King, nice little transfer from the backhand to the forehand, coming in on his offside. He's a right-handed shot, worked off the left wing boards, and then Huckins got drilled. King got drilled a little bit, and just prior, Niemelainen was into it with Cole Huckins. Big body. A lot of the Flames newcomers in the draft, you know, Siona has pretty good size, so does Huckins.
And in free agency.
Yes, that as well.
They've added lots of size, that's for sure.
Lots of bite.
Poirier turns the puck over. We might have a break, but Poirier tries up Tullio, and I'm not sure if he got away with a penalty there or not, but if he did a good job not only taking away a breakaway opportunity, but making sure that he didn't get penalized for doing it.
He was hooked up a little bit to begin with, and then ran some wonderful interference.
Yes, well said. Into the final 10 minutes of the third period now. Oilers have been pretty badly outplayed in the second and third periods, but they're only down by a goal. But keep in mind the Oilers trailed 2-0 and 3-1 on Saturday and battled back to beat the Flames 4-3. Trying to do it again tonight. Here's Rubinski up the left wing side, able to get by Why Not and work it out in front, looking for Lavoie, who's got the Oilers' only goal in this game, and it was a beauty back in the first period. But he's stripped of the puck. Good job there by Dewar to take it away from him and get it in deep. And with a forecheck, is Pelche. Fearlessly takes 2 hits to make a play, but his pass ends up bouncing away from Dewar, and here comes Bourgault to center. Bounce the puck ahead to Hamblin, but the Oilers go offside at the Flames blue line. We'll take a break with 8:51 remaining in regulation time here at Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary, where it's the Flames 2 and the Edmonton Oilers 1. This is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan. And and went to the dressing room in what looked like a lot of pain and will not return to this hockey game. So, Lou, the Flames do hold on to win this one. You hope they don't lose one of their top prospects in Zeri in the process.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame. An absolute shame for Zeri. Remember last year, because of the situation, he didn't have an opportunity to be in a training camp.
Well, there's been a neutral zone face-off, and Kemp the game-tying and game-winning goals on Saturday. We'll get the puck in deep. Bourgault will nudge it up the near side to Hamblin. It's taken down by Wynot. Puck comes back to Hamblin. Hamblin stood up by Wynot, and now he gets knocked down, and helmet pops off. We've got a penalty call coming up against the Flames. And Hamblin's checking himself for blood.
He is. Reaching at the nose. Couldn't tell if Fraser Lawrence, one of the two referees, said 2 or 4. Cameron Wynot is pleading his case, and he's going to lose. And it's 2 minutes going up on the clock.
In a puck battle inside the near face-off circle, and it was more of a cross-check than a high stick. And the Oilers will head to the power play with a chance to tie this hockey game at 2. Face-off coming up to Wolf's right. Barely touched the puck in the second and third periods of this hockey game. The Flames goaltender, as they do in the defensive zone draw, and Peltier will shoot the puck down the ice. Jacob Peltier seeing plenty of time on both sides of special teams in this 2-game rookie series.
I don't think there's any surprise about that development.
Tulio's going to chip the puck into the near quarter. Bourgault catches up to it and drops it off to Tulio. Moves the top of the far circle, and now the shot is bounced towards the net. Tulio looking for it, can't find it, but Hamblin will. Plays the right point to Broberg. Broberg near half boards to Bourgault, but good stick there by Dewar to break up his rink-wide pass to Lavoie, as the puck gets shot over the glass and into the Flames bench. And based on what we've seen in the Oilers' power play so far tonight, they're going to try to set up Raphael Lavoie for maybe a one-time shot in the far face-off circle. That's how the Oilers have scored their only goal tonight.
And he was the individual. That was on a 5-on-3 that opened the scoring back in period number 1. There's a minute 20 left in the Flame penalty. 7:52 to go in the third. And if the game happens to be tied, we will play overtime.
Face off to Wolf's right. Flames win the defensive zone draw, and as he falls down to the ice, Solovyov shoots the puck down the ice. Volov will leave it in behind his net. And now Caldas will take over. Spent 4 years at Cornell University, was captain of the Big Red last season. Back to the right point, here's Berglund. Over the aforementioned Caldas. Steps to the top of the circle and gives the puck away to Pettersson. And now Pettersson will poke it over to Pospisil, who crosses the red line and dumps it down the ice with now 45 seconds left. And the Flames penalty to Wynot. 17:15 to go in the third. It's Calgary 2, Edmonton 1 in this rookie battle of Alberta. Here comes Rubinski in, centering it on the doorstep, trying to get a backhand off was Berglund, but he gets knocked down. The Oilers will hold the puck in though. Here's Petrov, top of the far circle. Safin with a shot, and he gets knocked down in front. Safin using that big frame, gets it back, drops it. Berglund and Petrov on the one-timer, and he just misses the net. Puck ricochets off the end boards in front. Berglund a shot. Great glove save by Wolf.
Dustin almost threw that puck down in disgust. He didn't like how he handled an original shot that went off the end boards. Now he's having a chat with Jacob Peltier, who helped to save the day. A couple of good shot blocks as well by number 59, that's Coltrane Wilson.
You can hear Dustin howling in the background, Lou.
Singing, howling. What's coming next?
Hopefully no crying.
They're good, they're young, and why wouldn't they be?
Here's Kesselring with 5 seconds left. And the penalty to 85 on the other team. Why not? Oilers get the puck in behind the Flames net. Peltier will pick it up, chip it past Kesselring, and into the Oilers' end as the Flames are back to full strength with 6:25 left in the third period. And a 2-1 lead in this rookie game against the Oilers. Now a turnover by Hamblin. Here comes Avgorodny in, but he loses control of the puck. It's it bouncing into the near quarter. Niemelainen will give it to Bourgault, who drops it back. And now Kesselring will try to thread a pass ahead to Hamblin, but it bounces away from him. And we've got a fight for it in the far quarter, deep in Flames territory. Juan, they're looking for it, can't find it. And now he will as he steals the puck away from Poolman. Pokes it into the near quarter, but there's no Oilers there as Zagorodny will grab it, give it to Francis, who has scored in back-to-back games. And Ryan Francis will shoot the puck in as the Flames make a line change. As a matter of fact, both him and Martin Pospisil have scored in both of these rookie games. Here's Berglund dropping, and now a shot by Broberg is gloved by Wolf, and Flames goaltender will hold on, and we will take our final timeout tonight with 5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in regulation time. Can the Flames hold on to steal a split of this two-game rookie series? We'll find out when we come back. They lead the Oilers 2-1, and this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960 The Fan. Rookies won. Lou, when is the next time we're going to be on the air together?
Sunday, and we'll have the almost the full meal deal coming your way Sunday. Patty will host Flames warm-up at 6. Then we'll have the call, Derek and myself, live from the Peter Marr Radio broadcast booth at 7, sponsored by our friends at South Point Toyota.
Face-off coming up to Wolf's right. I suspect Dustin Wolf will see some preseason action.
Yeah, I would think so, sure. I mean, remember, they play 8 of them.
And normally they would have one split squad game against the Oilers, but no split squad this year.
No.
So just 8 preseason games, and we'll call them all. King winning the battle with Broberg for the puck. Move it up the middle of the ice. Huckins drops. Karen shoots, and that shot's kicked away by Konvalov. Now Brousseau will take over behind the Oilers net, but he can't clear it. It's held in right point by Kuznetsov. He feeds King, who flips the puck behind the Oilers net. But it's scooped up there by Berglund, who will clear it to the line, and there it bounces out to center. Kuznetsov will lob it right back into the Oilers zone as the Flames make a change with now 5 minutes left in the third period and a 1-goal lead. Here's Berglund backing it up to Broberg. Flips the puck into the Flames zone, but we've got a whistle on the play with 4:54 to go.
Berglund and Broberg are no strangers to one another, and not just because they're both Swedish. They played together in the Swedish Hockey League, not last season, but the prior season in Skellefteå. And don't try to spell that.
I won't.
Okay?
Face off outside the Flames blue line. And Rubinski wins it. Oilers will get it in deep. Julio in there in the forecheck. Beaten to a loose puck by Wilson, who whacks it up the near side to Pettersson, who skips it out to center. Now Kubicek has represented the Czech Republic at 2 World Junior Championships. Helps the Oilers get it in deep. Wilson will retrieve it. Slide it up the far side. Pospisil will chip the puck off the boards to Zagorodny, who gives it back to him. And now Pospisil finds Pettersson coming in up the left wing side. Pettersson gets into a battle along the near boards with Kubicek, who's been physical for the Oilers tonight. Back to the blue line, why not? Works it up the left wing side. Pettersson centers Zagorodny with a shot blocked on the doorstep by Niemelainen. Puck slides up the near boards. Pospisil reaches out but can't keep it in, and why not? We'll chase it back into Flames territory. Truth be told, I was hoping to see a little more from Dmitry Zagorodny in these 2 rookie games, Lou.
I think he's been fine in flashes, but yeah, I don't disagree.
Locking beyond the Oilers net. Goliath twisting and turning, gets away from Hamblin. Walks into the near quarter, leaves the puck there for Dewar. Dewar gets a nice pass back to the right point. Poirier with a shot, or maybe just a dump into the near quarter. Not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. And either way, the Oilers are able to clear the puck out. And now Hamblin gets tripped up at the Flames blue line as Dewar comes back to pick the puck up with just under 3.5 minutes remaining in the third period, and the Flames leading the Oilers 2-1. Here's Caldas, the left wing side, pickpocketed by Nikolaev. Yanni Caldas, a pretty good skater, isn't he?
He's a really good skater.
Here's puck in the neutral zone. Kesselring pushed off of it by Pelche, gets it back. And now Pelche steals it again, looking for King, but it ends up popping away from him and back to Kesselring. Slides it up the left wing side. Now Caldas will bounce it off his teammate Brousseau. Deep into Flames territory. Poirier just took a shot on his own net. Well, maybe just trying to get his goaltender, Wolf, a touch of the puck. He's barely felt it in the second and third periods of this game.
Yeah. Looks at him and goes, don't you ever do that again.
Own goals are never fun. We're into the final 2.5 minutes of the third period now. Back to the right point. Here's Francis with a shot. Now one ricochets a couple of times and goes wide of the Oilers' net. Now here's Siona chopping it out in front, looking for King, but it ends up bouncing by him, and Broberg will take over. Move it over to his partner, Berglund. Berglund slides it up the middle of the ice ahead to Englot. Will to shovel the puck into the Flame zone as the Oilers sneak in a line change. Here's Morrow behind his net. Sends it out to center ice. Pettersson will chip the puck in. Zagorodny will chase it. Beaten there by Niemelainen. Pettersson comes racing into the forecheck and gives it to Zagorodny, who pokes the puck behind the Oilers' net, but gets hit. Can't corral it, and now it's collected by Soderlund, who makes a breakout pass to Rubinski, who tries to weave his way in as the Oilers pull their goaltender Konvalov and get an extra attacker on the ice. Flames will take over the puck, though. Pospisil shoots and scores! From just outside of his own blue line, Martin Pospisil puts the puck in the empty Oilers' net. His second goal of this game, his third goal in 2 rookie games, makes it 3-1 Flames.
And there was never a doubt from him when he stepped into the neutral zone after intercepting the pass that he was going right to the net. And he didn't just hit it, he threw it right in the middle. Never a doubt. He'll take some confidence into the main camp. First on-ice session, I understand, going around 9 o'clock on Thursday morning.
And now Peltier and Kesselring are at each other's throats. Bit of a mismatch size-wise there, as Peltier is the much smaller man, but doesn't back down. Here's that goal.
He is empty netter at 18:23.
You have to love the fearlessness of Jacob Peltier, don't you?
You do, and right at the end, in a battle with Kesselring again, he let the shot go from the right wing side, stopped by Wolf, and Peltier came over and gave him a little poke and then a little shot and shove into the end boards. Peltier does not cheat you on any shift. I love his work.
Me too. Hard not to. Jacob Peltier, 5'10", 170. Michael Kesselring, 6'5", 205. So a little, like I said, mismatch size-wise there, as the Oilers have called a timeout. Trailing by 2 with 1:17 remaining in regulation time. Good opportunity for the Oilers to work on a 6-on-5, as it's a situation that we'll have to deal with in the preseason and regular season. So a little practice for them, trailing by 2 with 1:17 remaining. Same for the Flames. Usually you have a plan A is win the face-off, and a plan B is lose the face-off. What do you do in both situations? So I'm sure they're talking about that over at the Flames bench right now.
Yeah, there's absolutely no doubt. As Joe Sorella coaching the defense in Stockton. He's a good player in his own day. Remember him all the way back to the Oshawa Generals Championship team of 1983 when they lost the Memorial Cup final in Portland to the Winterhawks.
Of course you remember that. You may be a year older today, but the memory is still razor sharp. Here's Broberg with a shot that misses the net. Julio looking for a loose puck. Battling with Nikolaev in behind the net. Now it comes free, and Peltier is able to whack it away from Hamblin. And now Dewar will pick it up. The Oilers' net is empty again. Dewar loses control of it. The Oilers will clear it out to center, where Wilson whacks it ahead to Peltier, who shoots and scores! Jacob Peltier rewarded for all of his hard work during this 2-game rookie series as he puts the puck in an empty Oilers net from center and makes it 4-1 Flames.
Well, you mentioned it. Rewarded for all the hard work. A goal and an assist for Peltier, and we expected him to be a noticeable and somewhat dominant player in these couple of games, and I don't think he's disappointed anyone.
Absolutely not. You talked about having confidence going into main camp in the preseason. Jacob Peltier should have plenty of it. Into the final 50 seconds now. Exciting that this is the last game we will call this season without a crowd in the building, Lou.
Yes,
Can't
very
wait to
true.
see and hear the fans, not only here at Scotiabank Saddledome, but in 31 other buildings around the National Hockey League.
Well, the Flames took this game over in the second period and really never looked back. They gave up very few quality scoring chances in the last two periods. They were shorthanded a lot in the first period, which led to some difficulty, but more discipline, more in control. Pretty sound effort from the guys in red in the last 40.
Here's the latest goal.
Assist number 59, Coltrane Wilson. Empty netter at 19:05. Pelche from Wilson at 19:05.
Now 17 seconds left in the game. Volov back in the Oilers net as they shoot the puck beyond the Flames net and chase it. Rousseau trying to dig it free. Being double teamed right now by Wynot and Cairns as the Flames will lift it up in the air. And that will do it. The Flames win this rookie Battle of Alberta. They beat the Oilers by a final score of 4-1 as Calgary and Edmonton split this two-game series.
Well, Mitch Love, the head coach of Stockton and behind the bench running the show in these two games, wanted to see how his group would respond after the 4-3 setback, and what he saw was 40 really solid minutes. They just didn't give up very much.
Great to hear Johnny Cash and Ring of Fire, and I can't wait to see Chris Sutter dancing.
You'll be seeing it.
Like only he can when he's back inside of Scotiabank Saddledome and celebrating Flames goals and wins. Of course, it was great to see Chris Sutter do that when his dad was behind the Flames bench. And then even when he was behind the Kings bench, we saw it at Staples Center in Los Angeles on a pretty regular basis. And it'll be great to have Chris Sutter back inside of Scotiabank Saddledome cheering on the Flames. And they'll be going head-to-head with the Oilers a lot as we move forward into the preseason. These two teams with a couple of preseason games and 4 regular season games, and we can pray for some postseason games for the first time in, 30 years as well.
1991, the last time.
Wouldn't that be something? But impressive performance by the Flames. Interesting because I think in Saturday's game, they were at their best in the first 10 minutes of the first period, and then the Oilers were by far the better of the two teams in the final 50 minutes in a 4-3 come-from-behind win. Didn't really like the Flames early in this hockey game, Lou, but I think safe to say they certainly dominated the final 40 minutes, if not even more than that.
Yeah, there's absolutely no question. And they just, plain and simply, they were much more connected coming out of their own zone. They had good back pressure from their forwards. Their forechecking game was good. It was an impressive second night. I thought it would be a much better played game, and it certainly was by the guys in red.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, Monday Night Football, Week 2 wrapping up. It's now the Packers 35 and the Lions 17. In our Sportsnet 960 The Fan Fantasy League, I'm going head-to-head with Stampeders quarterback Bo Levi Mitchell. I needed a big night from the Packers' Aaron Jones, and he's got 4 touchdowns. Sorry, Bo.
I wish you would quit swearing like that.
Hey, happy birthday, Lou.
Yeah, a Packers win never makes my birthday any better, I can tell you that.
Well, at least you got a Flames win in this rookie game against the Oilers.
That's a good point, because you know those purple idiots, they couldn't win anything.
Well, my aqua ones didn't do any better, that's for sure. Pat Steinberg's favorite team won again. The Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a win yesterday. Unfortunately, my Miami Dolphins and your Minnesota Vikings lost. But, hey, the Calgary Flames rookies won tonight. We'll talk more about their 4-1